This is V from A Canadian RVer. In this video, this is a follow-up to my installing of my my lithium-ion batteries, my Battle Born batteries. And right now, the reason how it's working is I still have the original battery charger in there. And the previous video you saw where I've added this small little pendant up here to allow me to trigger the batteries to charge. But what happens after 4 hours of going into 14.4 volts, the batteries or the charger reduces it to what they call, I guess, a trickle charger for the lead acid batteries. And you can see where it's 13.5. Now I can trigger it again, and what happens is you'll see the voltage start to drop, increase, but you see the amperage, it's starting to charge the batteries, 13.9 amps right now. And it says it's 99% full, so the batteries are never full once it goes into a trickle charger. So what I've decided to do is I researched it a bit more, and you can see the voltage is 13.6, and that'll keep going up as long, that's the starter battery. The coach batteries are the same, 13.6. The amps are dropping a little bit, you can see it as they're charging the batteries, and what'll happen is the voltage goes up to 14.4. But I thought, well, just to be fair to the batteries and let them charge 100%, I decided to purchase a Progressive Dynamics lithium-ion battery charger. And I'll unbox that, and I'll be installing that just to get away from the problem of always hitting this button to take it up into the 14.4 volts. The new charger is 14.6 volts. Here is the box, the way it comes from Progressive Dynamics. And we'll do a quick unboxing. You get some kind of information depending on the series that you're getting, but I believe this is an older manual, and they talk about the new one here. But anyway, this is what it looks like when you get it in the box, nicely packed in styrofoam. And you can see that this is the model, the PD9160AL, and this is for lithium-ion batteries. It always puts out 14.6 volts at 60 amps, so it will do a good job. So I'm going to start installing this, and we'll walk through the process. Back in the compartment now where the charger is for the batteries, and I've got it all back in. Very simple to do, just a few screws on this side, the ground, and the other side right there is where the power, the positive and negative is. And I had to cut back a bit of the insulation and stuff, but it's all connected. So now that's the new power supply, and I'll take you back up to the compartment and I'll show you the readings on the Bogart system. So I didn't videotape this when I was installing it. It was very difficult because trying to work around, there isn't much space in this area, as you can see, so it's very tight, but it's all in, very simple to do. And tie wrapped it, and the plug that the 110 power where it picks up is right there. And to the touch, it's you know, slightly warm right now as it's charging all the lithium-ion batteries. And love the Battle Born. They're fabulous batteries, great product, highly recommend them. Back now in the control panel here, what you're seeing is the new battery charger that's now putting out 14.4 volts. We're not using the pendant anymore because we don't need it. And you can see the upper light is now flashing, and that is flashing. It's not right in the video because of the timing, but it is flashing right now, telling me that the battery is charged. And if I cycle through, you'll see where now the batteries are getting 0.5 of an amp, 0.4, dropping continuously, so they're fully charged. The battery is 100% charged. We'll swing around. That is the starting battery, which is up at 14.3, and the host batteries, which is at 14.4. It's going to go up about another 0.2, and now that's actually where the lithium-ion batteries like it the best, because the battery control board will take over and disconnect the batteries once that hits 14.6. So this is a little better. This is V from A Canadian RVer. We hope you've enjoyed the video. Please subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video.